Hey everyone, I'm back again, and I'm here to do a video on one of the figure shelves that I really put a lot of time and effort into, my DC Universe villain section. If you saw the previous video with the heroes, I made their own video since it's just so many. Didn't want to bombard you guys with a long video of two series, so I did them separately. This is my villains collection right here, separated slightly by the respective heroes. I don't know if you can already tell, but yeah, almost mirror what's going on up here. We got Batman's side, Batman's villains, Superman in the middle, Superman there, Green Lantern's villains, and the Yellow Corp down there, and obviously everyone else's villains scattered in between. One thing I definitely notice when it comes to these figures is it's always the villains that get the Build-A-Figures, and as you can see in the back, all the villains basically cover up the back wall, which works out perfectly as far as like a size comparison. Just to give you an idea, as you can see, shorter ones in front, everyone that's taller flies in the back. So let's start. Definitely, out of all DC villains, Batman's Rogues Gallery is by far one of my favorite. So I've gone out of my way to definitely try and capture every version of a figure which got love and got a decent sculpt. So yeah, let's start. Deadshot, Penguin, Copperhead, Poison Ivy and Hush, Mad Hatter. By far the only Mad Hatter I've seen with a decent DC Direct figure, at least until DC Universe decides to make one. Joker, of course, heading up the front with Harley Quinn. Catwoman, Catman, I got Ra's al Ghul there, Riddler, Hugo Strange right next to him. I custom made a Thalia figure using an Elektra head and the Catwoman body, which came in the Gotham 5-pack. Blends in perfectly, at least for the collection wise it does. So until they make a figure of her, this one will have to do. In the back we got Bane, Ultra Humanite. This is an odd one for me, but I put one of the crummy Batman figure lines of Firefly. He's the only figure who has not gotten a decent DC figure, whether it's through Mattel or DC Direct. So for the sake of just having him in the collection, I put a Firefly figure. It's not that great of a villain, but you gotta have him for the collection. Right there with Killer Moth, Solomon Grundy, Clayface, Killer Croc. I know there's been another version, but I like the alligator rendition of him the most. Scarecrow, Two-Face, Black Mask, Man-Bat. I have the albino Man-Bat as well, but my favorite interpretation of him was the brown one. Mr. Freeze. That just about does it as far as all the major villains. I have a Scarface, the puppet, but he's in the Arkham Asylum set, which I haven't taken out of its packaging, but I have him at least, so there's that. I'll do a pan shot of everyone else. All the major villains from the respective storylines. Anti-Monitor right there. Darkseid. Put him in the middle. Basically, since he's the main villain for everyone as far as major events, he's there. Grodd, Trigon, Imperiex, Sword Banshee. My flyers definitely got the shoulder space for everyone. Brimstone. I have the other Destro, the Build-A-Figure, but this DC Direct version of him looked way better with the collection, so that's the reason for that. I have my Apocalypse villains right here. I have a evil Supergirl there, Calabac, Mantis, Steppenwolf. From a year ago, Blackest Night, Green Lantern storyline, I have some of the Black Lanterns. Black Hand, Amon Sur, and Necron. Great sculpt. He's getting a Build-A-Figure soon, and I'm sure I'll get it. In the front I got Lex Luthor, representing lots of the sides, right in the middle. All the major threats there. Brainiac, one with the Super Friends edition here. Cheetah. I have the other version, but this is my favorite one. Toyman, Icicle, Calypso, Doomsday right there. Really hope they do a better version of him somewhere down the road. Bizarro, Deathstroke in front, one of my favorite villains. Apparently a rarity back in the day, now not so much. Gentleman Ghost, OMAC, that's one of the villains back there. Metallo. Took me years to complete this figure. He was left armless for quite some time. And prices online are ridiculous. Found a guy who sold it to me for a very reasonable price. I believe it was like $10. Worth it just to have him finally complete. And for Green Lantern, I gave his villains an entire side all to themselves. Sinestro is right here holding up the front of his corp. A couple of the Construct and that Parasite member. Girl, I put Batman in there just for the sake of having another member in there. Mongol, Manhunters, Acrylo, Cyborg Superman, since he was a member. And these two ugly guys. Also got a DC Direct Dr. Light and DC Universe's Boomerang right here. Dr. Light hasn't gotten a figure yet, Mattel-wise, so the DC Direct one will fit in perfectly with the line, so he's in there. So yeah, that's my villains section as far as DC is concerned. I hope you like it. I'll do one more close-up of everyone here. Definitely one of my things when it comes to these figures is the villains. I will go out of my way to get these guys. Didn't zoom in on Parasite there, but he's there. So yeah, as more villains come out, I'll be there to collect them, add them to the collection. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.